1 2. 1 2 1 2, mic check, right. Let me just get the stream up on my phone because I'm not actually sure if we're actually getting audio or not. It's I broke a wire earlier by accident, and I don't know if we're getting audio on the stream, so I just need to do a quick little test. Like, it's showing that there's a level coming through when I talk, but I don't know how good that level is. Alright, I can hear my voice. Alright, I can hear my voice, so I'm just going to presume that the level's good. If anybody does happen to watch this, let me know if the level does like go from bad to worse. Yeah, so basically, I was recording a mix today. I was sending an entry out to a competition. I got onto the last track and I went over to my PC ready to stop the recording as the mix was going to end. And I got my foot caught in a wire and I yanked a lead with my foot by accident. And it bent the wire, and it was the wire that goes into the back of my PC that gives me like a level when I'm recording. So like it picks up the audio that I'm mixing, and literally I've got a spare one, but it seems to be a little dodgy. So I've got a new one on order. But yes. How was my gig the other weekend? Or over the weekend? Well, I did one gig this weekend, and I did do a stream earlier. So you might want to go and watch that one back because I don't want to make this stream all about that one. But I did a good set there, but let's just say it wasn't exactly like a lot of things didn't go to plan for the night. But I don't want to just, I don't want to run the night down, if you like. So anyway, today's stream is all about the upcoming gigs that I've got. Now, I just want to state that these aren't the only two gigs that you're going to see in this stream. It's just they don't all fit on the screen, if you like. Just give me a second. Sorry about that, people. So there's more gigs and there's more things that I'm going to be announcing as time goes on. And we've had some very, very good news as well in the news that they're actually scrapping the vaccine passports. So that's a good thing for me. It's a really good thing for me. But anyway, so obviously you guys know that next up is Bounce Till You Drop for me. And this night, I've got to give credit where credit is due to this night, because I was talking in the stream earlier, the one I did just this afternoon. I was talking about how that sort of how events that you have events nowadays and they're like barely promoted, and then you've got like an event promoter who gets a little bit upset because his night has a bad turnout. Well, with Bounce Till You Drop, I've got to admit that practically every day on Facebook, I see the flyer shared, and it's not just me sharing it. I mean, I've shared it a hell of a lot, don't get me wrong, but there's always like a post up, like with the link to the tickets. There's always like the poster getting shared. There was a competition announced today and a little promotion video. So 4 people can actually get VIP entry for free if someone wins this competition. So that's them and 3 other people that can actually go into the night for free. And I just want to say that the promotion on this event has actually been solid. It's been absolutely out of this world, and I can't believe how well the night has actually done so far as like promotion has gone. So I'm sort of really confident that we're actually going to have a really good turnout, and it's going to be quite a biggish night. And I've seen the nightclub as well, videos, and the nightclub has been doing really well. They've been getting a really good audience in. They've been doing an amazing job. They've had nights on in recents that, like I say, the club looks to have been rammed full of people having a good time, and that's what you want in an event. Because I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I've been asked to do an event, and it's been a stupid little night. Really, is all I can really like sort of like explain it to be. Is like something where the way I see it is it's just a lot of people that don't really get bookings themselves put on a little night because it's the only way they can play out somewhere. And that's not me being disrespectful to them, but I've learned a lot through starting within the music. I've learned who the real people are and who the fake people are. And you do get these nights where you get hardly anybody turning up, and it's just like loads of locals putting on a night together just to have a little bash because they don't really get to play anywhere else. And it's sad and a bit sorry for them, but the way I see it is anybody can get somewhere. Like like for example, that this bounce till you drop. I'm doing this, but I put work and effort in to do this. But the work and effort that I put in has been fun, and I've got to say one thing that has really helped me over the past sort of year has been the live streams on Facebook. A lot of people have slated them because of takedowns, and a lot of people have given up because they get fed up of being taken down or getting copyrighted for the songs. And some people don't like playing on a page because it's not the same as playing in a club. So some people just don't see the point. Some people just can't be asked to commit to a weekly slot on a page because they just can't be bothered. It comes to the time, and they'd rather watch traffic cops on telly. But all I've done in sort of like the past year through the lockdown, and especially probably for about a year now, is I've been smashing out live streams, and I've been like playing on various pages. I've played on my own pages, I've played on other pages, and I've been giving people some entertainment through lockdown. And then I linked up with Leighton this year, and we did a live on the Hull DJs Weekender page. And I first set up a green screen, and I first sort of like really, I guess, I guess I really like enhanced and changed my camera angle, and then that just changed everything for me. And the thing that I'd say does well about my live streams is one big main thing, like I say, is the green screen. But another thing is my energy. So like if I'm doing a live stream solo, or if I'm doing a live stream with somebody, I'm bouncing up and down. And if there's if I'm mixing in a song that I really like, you'll see the smile on my face. And you'll see me singing to it. And even sometimes, even though I can't sing, like I'll grab the mic and I'll be like hyping up the listeners, and I'll be like, if you know this one, sing along, and then and then I'll sing a couple of words. And if I'm doing a live with Layman, then the live streams just they bounce up like that. And he's he's funny in himself. He's an absolutely amazing host, and when we do a live together, you've got me that's just enjoying the belting music and bouncing around and singing with a smile on my face. And then you've got Lee just sort of having a joke with all the listeners and causing a bit of banter and hyping up the music. And when you watch, I do apologise. When you watch the live streams, like even when we watch them back, you can just tell how well we work together, and you can just tell how well the listeners have enjoyed. Sorry, I've got a really sort of bad cough today. I've had a cough for a while, but it's like some days it's worse than others. But yeah, you can, even when we watch them back, you can just tell that the streams are just so enjoyable to listen to. So the live streams have really helped me because we've given people something that they like, and then they think, hang on a minute, we want to see this guy play in the clubs, and then they want the Layman hosting because they think he does a really good job. And the one thing I like about the Layman hosting, and I'll be honest and truthful, is the fact that he's not an MC as such, but he can MC. But the fact is that he doesn't MC much. He's more of a host. He does really well on the sets at hosting, and he just gives people what they want. He gives the track time to breathe. He can spit a few bars if need be, and then he impresses a few people in the crowd, and then other than that, not only from that, should I say, he just can really make the crowd enjoy the set that they're listening to, like he does on the live streams. So, the point that I suppose I'm coming to is that everybody can get somewhere like I've done. All you've got to do is put the effort in. And as daft as it sounds, like if you just take a weekly slot on a live streaming page, right, and you just do a slot where through Facebook, you might get a takedown. Just go back on. Do you know what I mean? Or sometimes if you get taken down and there's only like 10 minutes left, then yeah, fair enough, don't go back on. But if I could give any advice to anybody, just keep going live, keep pushing and promoting yourself, record mixes, put a track list in the mix. So like every time you play a track, write the track down so you know what it is, and sort of put the list together of what you played, get it banged up on Mixcloud or SoundCloud, whichever one you use, get it shared about, tag people in it, and just push yourself as much as you can. If any pages are looking for DJs and you've got the time, if you're not too busy with work, take on a slot. Or even if you're going to be quite busy, tell them that you can play some guest slots and get out there and push and promote yourself. Because if people sit there and say, oh, I never get anywhere, me, I don't know why I don't get bookings, you've got to take a look in the mirror. Are you DJing regular at home? Or do you only get your decks out once in a blue moon? And honestly, if you start playing on pages, as daft as it sounds, it's worked for me. It's worked for other people. So I'm pretty certain it'll work for you. What decks did I mix in the club this weekend? I actually used an RX2. So really nice bit of kit to mix on. And it was just enjoyable to mix on the RX2. So, like I say, going back to it, people can get anywhere. But the whole moral of why we sidetracked was this event has been well promoted. And it's just amazing. And I just, it's so crazy that I am actually on lineups and doing things like this. So we've got a big one this Saturday, so I'm hoping that the club's going to be nice and full. I'm very hopeful that it will be. But going back, sort of sidetracking to it, I have been to some nights that have actually been quite poor. I mean, I went to some before the lockdown that were just absolutely, sometimes you sort of think, why did I even come? The music's alright, but the actual, sort of like, just, people turning up kind of thing, not so good. So, anyway, next up, so after Bounce Till You Drop, is actually Unrestricted Let's Trance. I've done some Unrestricteds before. So anyway, sorry, I'm really sidetracking here. For those of you who don't know, for the Bounce Till You Drop, I'm actually DJing. That's one thing I need to remember, because I say I'm gigging here, but I never always specify if I'm DJing or if I'm MCing. So with the bounce night, I'm actually DJing, not MCing. So with the Unrestricted Let's Trance, I'm actually hosting. So you see it says hosted by MC Noble and Andy MC. So Let's Trance is a local trance night, which is with Robert Curtis, the Jester Healy, Danny N, Ben Taylor, Excite, Kirk Lloyd, Paul Davis, and like I say, it's hosted by myself and it's hosted by Andy MC. So this one isn't, when I say I'm on the mic, I'm hosting, I'm not really going in with bars. So it's like a hosty kind of night. Personally, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I'm not really too sure about this night. It's a good lineup. It'll be enjoyable, nice, good bit of trance. But it's in Club Edge, and they have a little sound monitor on the wall. And once you've got music going, and when you get into some of the harder trance, I do apologise about this cough. This little ear limiter is going to be going off quite well, which is in some sense it's a bit of a bad thing. And then when you get somebody on the mic, it's gonna like push that limiter even more. And if it gets to a certain limit, it shuts the system off for being too loud. So I'm just sort of in some sense hoping that that I'm able to host a good set, because it won't be good like if I have to have the level on the mic at like a minute level where like you can hardly hear what's going on, and if the music's gonna be like dead quiet as well, it's not gonna be too good. So what I'm hoping is that things are gonna run smoothly, but I hope it's not one of them nights where I come down, I've promoted it, I've been flyered on it, and then I'm just not able to really do anything on the mic. And I know from this weekend's gig, with the upstairs getting shut down and the downstairs carrying on, having a mic in there is just not, in some sense, it doesn't always work too well. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping it's going to be a good night, but I'm just hoping I actually get to gig. I was kind of hoping that I would have DJ'd it rather than like being an MC. But then again, I haven't really, I can mix trance, but I haven't like, I've not done it too much. Like, I've done it a couple of times on live streams, but it's not like I'm pushing out trance all the time. Some of these names on here, they're sort of known for trance and hard trance, but I could have definitely done like trance anthems. I could have warmed up with some like Kevin and Perry sort of trance, but by all means, I'm very good at sort of playing them. But anyway, I took the booking. I was still happy to take it. I'm happy to host it. I just, in some sense, I hope it goes well. I hope it's something that works out well, and I hope it's something that turns out to actually be a good night. So anyway, moving on. So I'm having to move a flyer away, look, because we just don't have room. But next up is actually Welshie's big night out for Welshie's birthday. Now, Welshie runs a page called Welshie's Absolutely Banging Streams, and he's put on a night for his birthday, and he's put a juicy little lineup together. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit of a naughty lineup. We've got Aurora D, we've got Monster, we've got Lily B, and we've got Dynamic Duo. Dynamic Duo been smashing it lately, so have Aurora D, and I always love being on a flyer with my bro Monster, absolute guy. So we've got Pledge, we've got Stevie Can, who else have we got? We've got loads. We've got Trampy, we've got Mr. Organised. That is actually quite funny, having a guy called Trampy going B2B. Hang on, sorry, my bad. I think, hang on. Is it, it's Pledgy and Trampy, B2B. For a second there, I thought it was Trampy, B2B, Mr. Organised. And I was just thought that would have been such a perfect, like, sort of opposite duo to go B2B with, because you've got Mr. Organised, who's like got everything all organised, and then you've got Mr. Trampy, who's just not organised. But I actually read it wrong. But yeah, we've got Mr. Organised, we've got John O'Mac, we've got the Godfather. So it's actually Organised and John O'Mac that are actually going B2B. There's Carver Track, and there's Godfather, there's Kuzki, and there's MC, myself MCing. I'm not sure if I'm DJing or if I'm just MCing. I really am not sure. But I will, I'm happy to do whatever I can. I can bring tunes and DJ if I'm needed to DJ, and I can, I'll bring my mic and MC. I'll bring both. And then, if I just MC, I just MC. If I DJ, then I DJ. I would like to DJ because, I love MCing, but I do want to push my DJing as much as I can. So I sort of hope in a way that I can DJ, but if not, it's no issue. There's plenty of other places I'm going to be DJing at. Don't worry about that. And it's not that I don't like MCing anymore. It's just the MCing for me. It can get boring, and I do like, and what a lot of people don't realise is that back in 2013, I used to originally be a DJ before I started as an MC, and people don't realise that, and they think that I was just an MC that got into DJing. And then, but I was always originally a DJ. I just gave it up through bullying, and it was the MCing that sort of got me back into the DJing. So it wasn't that I started out as an MC and then kind of like decided I don't want to MC anymore, I want to DJ. It was more the fact that my original passion was to be a DJ, and then I sort of like stopped through bullying. And then I still sort of had a passion for music, so I decided to start spitting. And I had a go at spitting, which there is a full story behind it. And it sort of brought me back into the music. So it was almost like something, and like other people got me back into it. But through like spitting bars and doing the MCing, it helped me through the people that was bullying. And it kind of got me to where I am now, which is someone who just kind of wants to do a bit of everything. But people seem to think that I'm just an MC. Some people don't like the fact that I DJ as well, or people think that I'm just like quitting the MCing and becoming a DJ. Like I've never DJ'd before and I'm just getting into it and that kind of thing. Which yes, I have only just technically really learnt to properly mix in like the past year. But the point that coming across is that I did originally used to be a DJ, so when people think that I'm just giving up the MCing to DJ, it's not true. I want to do everything, but I pushed the MCing for 6 years, and now I can get bookings as an MC. I don't need to work for it as such. Whereas the DJing, I still want to work and sort of push myself towards it. So like. I just like the fact that a promoter knows that I can MC. They know that I can DJ as well, so they can have me for whatever they want. If someone, if someone books me to MC, I do the gig. Someone books me to DJ, I do the gig. So anyway, like I say, it's Welsh's big night out, and it's down in Weston-super-Mare. So that's it's a fair distance. I'm not gonna lie. It's a really fair distance. It's the 6th of November. We're going all the way down to Weston-super-Mare. It's on the way to Bristol. It's on the way, when we went down to the festival, it's on the way down to the festival, but it's not as far as the festival, but you pass it on the way. So I'm not sure if it's as far as Bristol, or if we actually do end up going past Bristol. But I bypassed it before going down to Plymouth, I know that, but I know it's not like... I know it's a fair distance, I just can't remember physically like how far it is. I'll probably look it up. But it's one of them. And the thing that really, really pees me off nowadays is the price of trains. Because, I was going to go and link with the Dynamic Duo at their house for Luke's birthday. He's one of the Dynamic Duo. And, we originally looked into it and I thought, yeah, I'll grab a train down. I looked at the train prices and it was like, the price of the train was just absolutely, it was ridiculous. It was absolutely, like, I honestly could not believe how expensive it was. So I thought, all right, we'll have a look and, we'll maybe see about going back via the coach. So I thought, yeah, we'll go via the coach. And then the coach was a better price. So I thought, yeah, this is more like it. We'll do this, the price was so much more cheaper. It was like, 32 quid or something, as opposed to like over 100 quid on the train. And then I looked at the coaches, and it takes like 12 hours on the coach to get there. So like, you get a you get a coach at like 10 in the morning. You get there at like 10 at night. And I'm thinking, hang on a second, like, that is just so ridiculous. Like, and then you go in a car, and you can get there in a car within like 3-4 hours. So I think to myself, like, I might as well just pay my mate for fuel money, right? He sometimes comes and hosts anyway, and we can get to the event. And I'm thinking like, holy sugar, you know. And I'm thinking like, oh my god, that's just crazy. So like literally, it's just crazy. But that is like literally it. That is like literally the way it rolls and the way it goes. But it's set to be a banging night. So that is the 6th of November, which is absolutely fantastic. And then 20 days after, I've got another booking. Yeah, it literally just came in tonight, and it's basically I'm it's crazy. I'm doing a lot of birthdays. I'm doing a lot of birthdays, because this one is for Welsh's birthday, and the next one, the one that's actually 20 days after this one, is for somebody else's birthday. But again, they are like proper. They are proper events. So they are going to, they are like proper nights, but they're just sort of being put on in sort of like in honor of someone's, of a certain person's birthday kind of thing. So we have got that one on the 26th, but that's not been like I've only been asked to do it. So once the flyer comes out, obviously I'll let you know. Sort of like, sorry, I'll let you know what it is. Trains way too much money. Trains are so expensive. Trains are like mega expensive, and I haven't got time for the trains. Not if they're gonna be that price. They never used to be that price. Like, because I even looked to, about getting a train to Leicester. I thought Leicester's not too far, and it's only a little bit further than like Doncaster and stuff. So I was thinking, it won't be that much, but I'm thinking of, I'm totally thinking on the wrong level, and it's actually so expensive just to go on a train. So I just think like forget the trains because on a real level, like I would prefer the trains because they're a lot more, they're just comfier and faster as opposed like to a coach. But I would rather like sit somewhere a little bit more uncomfier that isn't like mega uncomfy, to have it cheaper. Like, do you know what I mean? But it's just crazy. It's just crazy, like how transport works compared to like, you go in a car, like how quicker it actually is in a car, like compared to a coach. Crazy stuff. But yeah, so like I say, we've got some good nights coming. Once I'm able to announce more, because trust me, there's more in the pipeline. That's all I'm saying. There's more nights in the pipeline. So just keep your eyes peeled. Make sure you keep your eyes peeled. Make sure things keep. Make sure you just keep an eye out really for when I announce things. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, all the rest of it. We'll see you all next time. Peace out, people. Look after yourselves.